I was just like, holy shit, are you kidding me? You would think, being an Amish girl, that she wouldn't do something that would hurt her life potential. You don't really know who to believe right now. Good morning. I woke up about an hour or so ago now. I was reading my book for about 30-ish minutes. I'm about a quarter of the way through the book now. It was kind of hard to get into though. There was so many characters at the beginning and some of them don't even matter right now. They might matter later in, but so many characters. And I didn't really know who was doing what was going on. But then all of a sudden it kind of died down to at least 4-5 characters. And it's easier to understand now. I've been reading it for about 5 days now, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I was worried that I wasn't going to enjoy it because of the last Jodi Picoult book. Okay. So far in this book, there is an Amish girl who gives birth and this baby is left to die. And so there's police, there is a defense attorney, this Amish girl goes to the hospital and is tested out and she keeps denying that she had a baby, but there's whole bunch of evidence that she has had a baby, and this defense attorney is now babysitting her, so she's not able to go anywhere. This defense attorney was going to go to her aunt's place, which is related to this family, and just kind of have a vacation because she's had such a hard time in her job. But then all of a sudden she did a favor for this auntie, and now she's stuck doing this for her vacation. The defense attorney doesn't quite believe this Amish girl, and I don't quite believe this Amish girl either because there's so much evidence that she's had this baby. So it's very kind of interesting that you get your own take on it. But my other thing in my brain, I'm thinking that maybe she got raped. Maybe she got some kind of way that's making her like, no, I did not have a baby, because other issues happened. This is not my child. The Amish community is very strict in their way of doing things, and if you even go off a little bit, you are like shunned, you are banned from the community. I think that's also the reason why she's denying having a baby, because having premarital sex is like a sin. Of course, conceiving is definitely a sin. It's this whole thing, and the dad is very angry and upset, and he's all about the religion, and if it came down to his religion and his daughter, he would choose his religion. That is pretty much the book so far. It's very dramatic, it's very interesting, and I'm super excited to see what happens with the trial. You don't really know who to believe right now. So I've been reading this book for about 12 days now, and I am a little bit more than halfway through the book. We are just figuring out what is happening, what happened to Katie. It's actually been a very interesting book, even though we're just starting to figure out what is happening, what's going on. You would think, being an Amish girl, that she wouldn't do something that would hurt her life potential, but that's kind of what we are figuring out. I'm not gonna get too much into detail about it. You would have to read the book to figure it out yourself. The book does go between Ellie, who is the defense attorney, and the other characters, meaning Katie, the Amish girl, the psychologists that are coming to the farm and trying to figure out what happened, reporters, all those kind of people. And it's interesting to get all these different POVs. It's mostly between Ellie and Katie, and a little bit more on the side of the psychologist that we're getting into, and Katie's brother. Katie's brother is a very big part in this book now. Yeah, so I am currently on chapter 10 on the perspective of Ellie, page 241. Things I forgot to mention in the last clip. I kind of blanked in the last clip for whatever reason, but the chapters in this book are so long. Chapter 9. 56 pages. I don't care for super long chapters. I really like short chapters and I feel like I can read more of it. But with long chapters, I feel like I need to stop more. I don't know. The other thing I wanted to mention was within the chapter of everyone, there is Katie's perspective, and it's in a whole different font, and it's kind of flashbacks of what happened. She's been staying with her brother in the English place. I forget where he lives, but her brother was shunned, banned, whatever you want to call it, from the Amish community because he wanted to go to school. He wanted to learn. I don't really know where he works now, but I know he works in an office somewhere. But Katie's flashbacks are to when Jacob, the brother, was going to college. She fell in love with this guy and they really hit it off. Katie learned a lot from this guy and she's kind of questioning her religion, the way she's living, and she's believing some things of the English world. I think that is the reason why she also killed the baby that she had, because that's how she's feeling in her religion. She's feeling shut down. She is not feeling like she can express her full potential in her life. It's kind of like picturism, or however you want to say it, of what's going to happen in her life maybe. This is all just speculation. But yeah, Ellie, she is on the farm with Katie and she's becoming this mother figure to Katie, and Katie again is questioning her religion and wishing that she had an English parent. Yeah, she's seeing both sides. She's seeing the English side, she's seeing the Amish side. Ellie on the farm is part of the family now. She is helping out, she is milking cows, she's going into the fields and plucking tobacco. She is doing so much stuff. Ellie doesn't have a religion, she doesn't believe in anything. I think it's cool that she gets to see this side of the religion and like go to church and see how they do what they do. I don't think she'd ever go to the Amish religion, but it's cool to learn and see what other religions do, see what they believe in, and get a perspective on that, and, you know, learn from people and other cultures and other religions, understand and not be so naive or complacent or whatever you want to call it about other people and their religion and their culture. And again, Ellie doesn't quite believe Katie and all the things that are going on, what she's been telling Ellie. She kind of wants to put the trial that Katie is kind of insane. She remembers giving birth. She doesn't remember how the baby was conceived or how the baby was murdered, killed, died. She does remember giving birth and holding the baby, but then she like passes out or whatever, and the baby is gone. She's back in bed. And so there's speculation that maybe somebody came in and killed the baby. So there's just, this whole book is pretty much speculation and trying to figure out what happens. And in the back of your mind, you're trying to figure out what happens. The trial is in 5 weeks. Don't know if Ellie is still going to go with the insanity defense or insanity whatever. Not psychologists. I was saying psychologists in the last clip, but it's psychiatrists that came by trying to figure out the whole story and what's happening and trying to get the story out of Katie. On the other hand, I think Katie does need to see a psychologist because she needs some therapy, she needs some counseling, she needs something. I guess in the Amish community, you don't believe in that stuff because you believe in God and the power of God and that God can help you fix all your problems, help you understand things, I guess. That's kind of what I forgot to mention. Well, I have 20 pages left. I am ready to finish. This is my 19th day reading this book. This is a 450-page book. I think this is like the fastest I've read a almost 500-page book. I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really into the story, and I've just really wanted to be immersed in this world for these 19 days, all day, 24/7, and I can't wait to find out the results of the trial. So the jury is having to make a decision right now of what they think of Katie. Did Katie kill her child, or was it from natural causes? So let's finish. Oh no. Yay. Whoa. Last chapter, chapter 20. Done. Good morning. I don't have the book with me anymore. I gave it back to my mom. I gave myself the night to reflect on Plain Truth. I want to give it a 4.75 stars. It was amazing. I loved all the characters. I enjoyed all the characters. Even Aaron, the dad, even though he was harsh, but he was doing what he thought was right for his religion. And the mom, Sarah, what a beautiful character. She was so amazing, and she would do anything for her children, even though the dad, Aaron, excommunicated Jacob, the son. Jacob came back to the farm for the trial, and the mom, Sarah, was in open arms bringing him back. Aaron was not. I don't understand that. I would be more like the mom, being like, I would do anything for my children and I love them through anything. And if they do anything wrong, I'm still going to be here with open arms and loving them. I loved the Amish and how they don't have electricity, they don't have phones, they don't have any of those things. And that really brings me back to my grandparents' farm where they don't have Wi-Fi. They do have a TV, they do have a phone, but like no Wi-Fi. So you're kind of really disconnected from the world, except for the news, you know. But it was a beautiful book, beautiful ending, and I would highly recommend reading this book. It has many hard topics in it about like murder, you know, having to like give up family, death, and, you know, losing a baby. There's some hard topics in there, and of course religion is a big topic in there. It is this whole group of people that believe in the same things and they have the same goals and aspects about life, and they just thrive with each other. They don't know murder, they don't know awfulness, because they only believe in God's word and how you should always put other people before yourself. You're not selfish in that way, and everyone is working together for the greater good for everyone else. It's just beautiful. That's all I'm gonna say. I love the book. I love the ending where everything was just beautiful. It made me cry, as you could see in the last clip, but gorgeous book. I would highly recommend reading it. I honestly didn't know if I was going to enjoy this book, and I didn't want to stop reading it. I did not want to put it down. There's a bunch of mixed reviews on Goodreads. Some people give it 1 star, some people give it 2 stars, some people have given it 4 stars. Like, it really depends on the person who's reading it. And probably because I really enjoyed it is because I love the farm and I love that aspect, and I have some understanding of the religion. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!